continuing our adventure in Iron Island. We're about halfway through it, and we're about to enter the big room with Riley in it. He's still in the basement, although this time he has a level 41 Lucario rather than like a level 34 in the old game, so he's a lot stronger. However, I'm not really going to use him all that often because I want to fight these guys one-on-one. You know me. You should be used to that by now. But don't worry, there's a fight with Riley in the end. Don't worry. So this guy here, he's got a nose pass on his team. Unusual rock type. Big nose. He also has an Onix, level 33, and a Steelix, level 34. They can be pretty tough, so remember that. Woo! Crazy delicious sugar! I think I'm calmed down now! Woohoo! Sugar! Yay! Yay, sugar! His buddy right next to him here. You can fight these guys. You can actually fight any of the trainers in here in a double battle if you want. And you'll have Riley on your team as your partner. And also between each fight, he'll heal up your Pokemon. He has a Graveler and a Rhyhorn on his team, so that's kind of fun to fight, I guess. Way back here on the western side of the basement here is a Magnet, which increases the power of your electric-type moves. These two workers down here, they have some Pokemon for you to fight if you want. Worker Brendan has a Geodude. Very exciting, level 33. Just can't wait to fight that Geodude. He has another Geodude because one just wasn't enough action. And he rounds out the fight with a Machoke. For no apparent reason. His buddy here right next to him, he has some interesting dialogue. This is the Cantilave Gym. People use this place to train. Something like that. Quentin, he has a Magnemite, level 34, which is Steel Electric type. Fire type attacks work well against it, so do ground type attacks. Fighting, he has a Graveler, he has a Machop. So nothing overly exciting here, but some good experience nonetheless. So moving along here, sort of south of them, you can find a hit point up, an HP up right there. And also sort of by them, you can find a red shard over here, which is pretty handy. Also in the southeastern part of the basement, you can find an iron plate if you examine the ground right in that spot right there. This person's had 100 straight wins, or is about to. Wasn't there an anime episode like that? Let's see. She has a Metachan at level 38. She's gotten a little stronger from Diamond and Pearl, in case you can remember. This dude called me a punk. What's his problem? What is his problem? He's got a Toxicroak, level 38. Actually, in the old games, it's just a Krogunk, so it's pretty nice that it evolved and it'll give you more experience now. Okay, these two trainers here are the last two before you have to get to the end of this place. I mean, there's still two trainers after them, but they're pretty much it. They got some pretty nice Pokemon in their team, though. Jonah has a QUAGSIRE here, level 35, and a Staraptor. Hey, I have a Staraptor too, level 36, and a Hippopotas at level 38. It has Sandstream, but thankfully it sends it out last. So you won't get hit by Sandstorm too often, I hope. And then this ace trainer down here, she has a Lopunny on her team. How nice. Level 38, ooh, pretty powerful. She also has a Metachan, level 35. Hey, this is looking like that and a Curlia. You know what's kind of funny about that? That reminds me a lot of Team Charm from Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2, except missing a Gardevoir, but Curlia's close enough. So then there's these two grunts here, and Riley's like, no, this is my island. We gotta let all the Pokemon stay here, and we gotta fight them, because they want to take over the island and take all the Pokemon in it. You know, typical galactic grunt stuff. So you take them on in a pretty big double battle. 6 Pokemon on, well, however many you have, plus that Lucario. See, level 41. Lucario's got some pretty nice moves. I mean, you know, if you were using it in the fight, or in any of these battles in the Iron Island, you'll be doing pretty good. It can stand for itself, which is good. I mean, you know, it's pretty high level. It's a good addition to the team. I'm glad that they leveled him up, so he's a little stronger now. But, unfortunately, he got earthquaked, because I want to take the cheap and easy way to take out those guys. Oh well. Sorry, Lucario. Doesn't really matter, though. I can handle those guys, no problem. Your combination is so sick. Let's beat it, partner. You said it, brother. We don't even know what Team Galactic's big plan is anyway. I have a Pokemon egg here. Will you take it with you? Thank you, but you don't have room. Oh, yeah, I don't have room. Oh, well, it has a Riolu in it, which is the pre-evolution of Lucario. So when it hatches, you can train yourself up a Lucario if you want. Anyway, reaching the end of the cave, you can find a shiny stone up here. And then there's this new cave, which has nothing in it right now except for a metal coat. If you have the event Regigigas, the level 100 one, you can go back there, though. And you can eventually fight a Registeel there if you have that Regigigas in your party. But that's not right now. I'll do that later, don't worry. So now we can go to the gym now that our Pokemon are like way high level, like level 50. Black Belt Ricky here, he's got a Steelix at level 38, but thankfully you should be used to fighting Steelixes and Pokemon at level 38 by now. This guy, he wants to test me as a person. Worker Gary, he's got a Magnemite, so nothing too exciting there. It's good to see that they added a little bit of diversity to the gym now, adding in Magnemites and stuff, because it used to be just Onixes and Steelixes. It's so boring. Me, I like to battle. Hey, me too, buddy. Let's battle. Worker Jackson. Ooh, we got 3 Pokemon. Magnemite, and what else you got? Another Magnemite. And oh wow, another Magnemite. Gee, really original, buddy. Just get a Magneton and get it over with. I'll demonstrate what it means to be a noob like you. Or wait, 200? I don't know. That was weird. I think he called me a noob. What a noob. But this noob has a Scizor at level 40, so that's pretty rough. Be careful, it can hit pretty hard, but a fire type attack will just completely melt that thing. Worker Gerardo, he's got a Magnemite. I'm starting to get pretty sick of these things by now. Just being honest. Okay, now I'm really getting sick of them. It's like, oh, I see. Plus, I don't think they really give that much experience. Okay, David, what do you got? Oh, a Steelix. They're a pain, but at least they have a lot of experience that they give you. So much so, you want to get 2! Remember to use the ground type attacks, or fighting attacks, or water attacks, or fire attacks against them. I mean, that's what you do to Steelix. Just trust me, it works great. But they do have really high defense. So if you do have special base moves, you're still better off using them. Unless it like resists it or something. And it resists a lot of stuff. So Ace Trainer Breanna here, she has Bronzor, because that's really annoying. Really annoying in my opinion. Anyway, you'll finally reach the end. You'll find Roark's daddy, Byron. And he'll take you on with his shovel in hand. Purple hair. Up that over his shoulder. Yeah, let's take him on. He starts off the fight with a Magneton of all things, which is very different from the old games. He's changed his team a little bit. Actually, mainly just got that Magneton. But it's an interesting lead to the fight nonetheless. Remember, fighting attacks work great, ground type attacks work like amazing against Magnemite. And so do fire attacks, but a lot of other attacks will be completely, well, not completely resisted, but won't do a ton of damage because of that darn steel type. Okay, so the Bastiodon is, I think that's the big Pokemon on his team. Sort of similar to his son's Cranidos, back when you had to fight him. It's at level 41, and it has a lot of defense. It's a rock steel type. So something like Earthquake or any fighting type move is going to do a lot of damage to it. Ideally, you want to use special base moves, but it'll do a ton even if you used a physical base fighting or ground type move, just because it's 4 times weak to it. So that's really awesome. And then lastly, he has that Steelix. Well, usually lastly he'll do the Bastiodon, but oh well, he's got Steelix for me. And it's... You should know how to take on Steelixes by now. I think his might have a few more tricks up its sleeve, but it's still basically a Steelix. so don't worry too much. It's super effective! Well, that's good. Player defeated Leader Byron. My sturdy Pokemon defeated! How can this be? The mine badge! It's mine! Yeah! You can now use strength anytime outside of battle, which is nice. And now all Pokemon up to level 70 that you get in trades will obey you, which is handy. And he gives you TM91, which contains Flash Cannon. And if you've got an Empoleon, that might be a good move to teach it, if you ask me. Anyway, that is it for now. We got some exciting stuff happening on the next episode.